Hello everybody. I am so happy, and I'm sorry, I know that you can't properly see me. This isn't about what I look like, this is about what I say. I am so happy France have won the 2018 World Cup 4-2 against Croatia. What an amazing achievement. What an amazing result for French football. And I am so happy. This has been a long time coming. I remember during the 2014 World Cup, stood in my local pub watching France lose to Germany, and I honestly thought 4 years time this team has all the potential to go and win the next World Cup. That's before I knew anything about Kylian Mbappe, but what an amazing win. And I got to say, first half I didn't think was that great. Yes, France were winning at half time, but first 25 minutes were not brilliant. But on the 18th minute, France took the lead thanks to a Griezmann free kick that Mandzukic headed into his own net. France then went, so France winning 1-0. I can't remember the exact minute of the equaliser for Croatia, but I think Persic, is that his correct name? I think he's been linked to Man United. Scored quite a good goal. So fair play to him, and to be honest, the goal was coming. France, after scoring, sat back. And so to be honest, the goal was coming. And then the first ever VAR penalty in the World Cup history. Antoine Griezmann's corner came in, and it did hit one of the Croatian players' hand. And initially the referee gave a goal kick, but then the people doing the VAR back in the studio decided that it was worth looking at again. And I honestly believed that the minute he went to go and look at it, it would be a penalty. He took a little while deciding, but eventually gave France the penalty. Potentially a bit harsh, especially in the World Cup final. But for me personally, I don't really care because it went France's way. Antoine Griezmann stepped up. I was shouting at the screen, "I dare you to go down the middle." He didn't. He waited for the goalkeeper to move, slotted it the other side of where the goalkeeper had dived. 2-1 at half time. The third goal, Kylian Mbappe. What a brilliant goal. What a brilliant tournament this young man has had. He wasn't even born when France last won the World Cup in '98. And there he is scoring in a final. And then things got even better, if that was even possible. Things got even better for France when Paul Pogba caressed a shot from outside the box, past the keeper, 4-1. There was still roughly half an hour to go. I can't remember exactly how long there was to go. But absolutely fantastic. And And then, so 4-1 up in a final. By the way, I've got no idea what the biggest score in a final actually is. I've never bothered checking. And then Hugo Lloris decided that he would make one of the biggest mistakes ever and cost France a goal. Before that, I'd been chanting his name every time that he made a great save or even an average save. Do you know what? If the game had been 0-0 or France had been winning 1-0, I think he would have just put laces through that. But he didn't. Mandzukic scored. And 4-2. And that's ultimately how the game finished. And at the final whistle, I was so happy, relieved. This has been a long time coming. And again, sorry if you can't see me, I can barely even see myself in the camera, let alone any of you. But what, at the end of the game, I think there was like 30 minutes wait between the game finishing and actually lifting the World Cup. It also then started to rain. But who cares? Who cares? Because Hugo Lloris has lifted France's second World Cup. And I doubt that you can see this. But France, yeah, you can see this. There will now be a second star on the new French shirt. And to be honest, the sheer emotion, relief, joy, excitement, I cannot imagine. This was absolutely amazing. I'd been tipping France to win this World Cup for a long, long time. And to actually achieve it is absolutely amazing. Thank you to Didier Deschamps, the only man to lift the World Cup as a captain for France and then to manage a team to go and win it. Thank you to all of the players that, to be honest, apart from that rubbish, non-important game against Denmark that finished 0-0, to me lit up this tournament. The brilliant win against Argentina, the convincing win against Uruguay, admittedly without Cavani. Who knows what could have happened if Cavani played. The brilliant defensive work against Belgium to stop players like Hazard, De Bruyne and Lukaku from scoring really is testament to France's entire team. And it's now 2 World Cups in the space of 20 years, and that's absolutely fantastic. And maybe it's justification for what happened in 2016 when I remember I was so frustrated after that game because of all of the potential France had, the fact that it was in Paris, the final, and to not win it was heartbreaking. And to win this one, to win a World Cup, is one of the greatest moments I think I will ever have supporting France. And just thank you. You know, I know none of the players will actually watch this, of course they won't, but just thank you. Thank you for lighting up this World Cup. Thank you to Mbappe for showing what he could do on a world stage. Thank you to Paul Pogba, who for Man United had a difficult season, but for France, I know some French fans have criticised him, but when it really mattered, he stepped up to the top level. Antoine Griezmann, to be honest, his goals were penalties in this World Cup, and that long-range shot that the Uruguayan goalkeeper failed to hold. But I don't really care. As far as I understand, Olivier Giroud still never had a shot on target in this World Cup. But if you'd have asked him before the World Cup started, you're not going to score, you're not going to have a shot on target, but France are going to win the World Cup, I think he'd have taken it. In fact, I'm pretty sure he would have taken it. I'm now walking home. This World Cup has been full of drama, shocks, excitement, so many set-piece goals, so many own goals. But it's been a fantastic tournament. On the news, we haven't seen any idiots hitting each other. We've only talked about the football. So thank you to Russia for making that happen. And it's amazing that I believe it's now in 21 days' time. Chelsea, who I support, played their first official game of the season in the Community Shield final. And that day cannot come soon enough. So again, thank you to all, and I mean also, I saw the scenes on ITV of the scenes in Paris. How amazing were they? How amazing were the scenes in Paris? You know, I've only been to France once in my life, and I never went to Paris. But those French fans deserve something fantastic. I remember the heartbreak. I remember watching the 2006 World Cup final surrounded by French fans in a bar in Clapham. And it was heartbreaking. And tonight was the complete opposite, or today, sorry. Today was pure unbridled joy. And to be honest, as far as Pogba and Umtiti celebrating afterwards, well, to be honest, Pogba and Umtiti can celebrate however they want to, because Umtiti has been fantastic at this World Cup, other than giving the penalty away against Australia. Paul Pogba has been fantastic, absolutely fantastic at this World Cup. and bring on Euro 2020, and I understand that the final is at Wembley, so who knows? Maybe an England-France final, or more than likely it will probably be somebody like Germany or Spain or one of the other top nations. But in the end, France have won this World Cup. They deserve to win it. They have by far been the best team at this World Cup. And as I said, thank you to Didier Deschamps. Thank you to Hugo Lloris, Hernandez, Umtiti, Varane, Pavard, Umtiti, Kante, Paul Pogba, and then Griezmann, Martial, God, he didn't even go. Mbappe and Olivier Giroud. Thank you to all of them. Thank you, as I said, to Didier Deschamps, as I think I've now said 3 or 4 times. And bring on the next Euros. And to be honest, I think this French team can only get better. And all the talk pre-tournament was, does Didier Deschamps know his best team? Yes, he does know his best team. His best team is the team he put out in the final. And it was a privilege to watch every single game this tournament. And bring on the new domestic season. So thank you ever so much, and I'll soon be making a video about something that's other than France. But until then, that French badge, thank you ever so much. See you later.